Modern medical practices and med spas deliver cutting-edge clinical care in the treatment room, but behind the front desk, they're quietly bleeding revenue. These operational bottlenecks don't scream for attention. They are silent killers, repetitive, manual tasks that slowly exhaust your staff and hand your patients over to local competitors. In a typical practice, 67% of staff time is spent entirely on administrative tasks, leaving only a fraction for patient care. The financial consequence hits hard. Every unanswered lead or phone call drops an average of $2,400. Relying on manual scheduling and follow-up workflows from 2005 is actively causing a 12 to 18% revenue leakage today. The traditional industry reaction to this leakage is straightforward. Hire more front desk receptionists at $25 an hour to handle the sheer call volume. But that path carries a massive hidden financial risk. When those overworked teams burn out and quit, it costs an average of $50,000 to replace just one employee. The modern alternative skips the hiring cycle. Medical operators now deploy custom AI agents from ascai directly into their workflows. Practice owners face a strict choice. You must decide if trading human control for a fixed AI setup is a safer bet than relying on the continuous cost and turnover risk of human labor. Making that choice requires a rigorous ROI analysis. You have to pit your fixed human overhead directly against scalable, performance-based software costs. The first major intervention point for this AI infrastructure happens when the clinic is closed, capturing after-hours inquiries and web leads. Instead of routing to voicemail, an AI receptionist captures the lead and pre-qualifies the patient based on budget and timeline in under 5 seconds. Compare that instant response to the traditional baseline, where 35% of clinic leads never receive any follow-up at all. By eliminating that delay, the AI agent prevents the specific loss of high-ticket procedures. A patient looking for a $15,000 surgery won't ghost your clinic just because your front desk was too busy to answer the phone. There is a critical trade-off here. Achieving this 24/7 mathematical consistency means sacrificing human empathy and white-glove personalization on the very first touchpoint a patient has with your brand. However, for high-volume, high-ticket clinics, the mathematical certainty of capturing 100% of leads outweighs the loss of a warm human greeting. To understand if this scales, we have to look at the underlying financial mechanics required to implement this specific AI infrastructure. This flowchart maps the initial barrier to entry. You start with a one-time setup fee of $2,500, which covers custom electronic health record integration, staff onboarding, and establishing a strictly HIPAA-compliant infrastructure. Unlike traditional software models that lock you into high monthly subscriptions, ascai uses a pay-per-outcome model. The ongoing costs only trigger when the AI successfully performs a task. The first variable cost is $5 for every qualified lead that the AI successfully captures and routes to your team. The second variable cost is $15 every time the AI successfully books a consultation directly into the clinic's calendar. This creates a very specific margin risk. If you run a hyper-volume clinic selling low-margin services, those $15 booking fees could theoretically stack up to be more expensive than a flat hourly employee wage. But for most practices, this outcome-based model forces software costs to scale directly alongside generated revenue, reducing the upfront financial risk of adoption. Beyond lead capture, the infrastructure overhauls the patient acquisition and marketing side of the practice. This includes a 60-second marketing engine designed to eliminate the need for expensive freelance copywriters. The workflow is efficient. AI dictation captures real-time clinical speech and post-op notes, then auto-generates SEO-optimized blogs, professional email drafts, and Instagram captions for $10 apiece. This is achieved through Answer Engine Optimization, or AEO. AEO is the process of structuring your clinic's data to engineer permanent retrievability inside AI models like ChatGPT, ensuring your practice is the one recommended when local patients ask an AI for advice. The trade-off is that AI marketing demands rigorous initial data structuring. It also requires strict human oversight to ensure medical accuracy before any content is published. AI in medical marketing acts as an amplifier of clinical expertise, requiring the doctor's voice rather than replacing it. To see who truly benefits, we need to map these AI capabilities against different real-world medical practice profiles. First is the scaling clinic. These are businesses experiencing 15 or more hours of weekly administrative waste, selling high-ticket services, and constantly dealing with missed leads. This chart shows how those profiles perform. For a clinic dealing with high lead volume and low administrative capacity, adopting AI automation is a mathematically undeniable necessity for survival. Conversely, an ultra-high-end concierge clinic relies on bespoke, instantaneous human touch as its core differentiator. Because of their low volume, this profile lands directly in the low ROI and high brand risk sector. AI is a ruthless tool for operational scale, but it can create brand friction if human empathy is the only product you are actually selling. The performance data shows that medical operators using ascai are seeing a 60% drop in no-shows and recovering up to $180,000 in previously lost revenue. It all comes down to the central infrastructure trade, exchanging unpredictable human overhead for dynamic performance-based software costs. By removing the administrative noise, the clinical team recovers hundreds of hours to focus entirely on direct patient care. Adopting this infrastructure requires overcoming the fear of upfront integration costs and placing your trust in a radically new operational blueprint. AI will not automatically replace your medical practice, but a practice effectively leveraging AI will absolutely replace one that insists on doing its admin manually.